You think your CIA activation phrases are gonna work on me? I'm no sleeper agent. What's up, Steve? Do I even have Clip Studio open right now? I do. I completely forget what state my computer is in when I stop streaming. Super Smash Smothers in Subspace Emissary. I think I've cracked the code. Alright, let's go into the thing. Oh, that's just all broken. Close. I knew it. I had a feeling. Oh, don't look at me. Don't look at my grid. Don't look at that. Stop it. You're not supposed to know that's there. Well, you can't say close and then not tell me what it is. That's right, now you have to think of something for what you typed in here. I'm putting you on the improvisational spot. What does it mean? Go on. Tell me, each letter, sequentially. I'm waiting. Starting soon screen's still up. No, it's not. But I see now. I see what you've done. Got him. All right. Well, hold on. How do I time you out? For no reason. You've already been timed out once in this chat. All right. And there we go. Killed him. That's 2. On your permanent record, mister. You think you're ever going to get into a good college with that? Floating around in the background? No. Absolutely not. That was a weird threat looking back on it. The fact that the permanent record even existed. Because nobody keeps track of that, rather. Then probably up to the district that you go to high school in, and then after that, it's like, who cares? Colleges don't ever see a permanent record from anything. It was like the educational system's equivalent of Santa Claus. It's like, you better behave or the permanent record will be watching. It knows you're there. But like at the end of the day, we all know it's not real, right? Right? Now this is the entire Monster Hunter Rise soundtrack. I couldn't find a mix of like just vibes or laid-back songs from this game specifically. Admittedly, I didn't look very hard, but I couldn't find one within like the 30 seconds that I looked. So, if there's any like weird dissonance between a chill moment, perhaps a song that's too quiet like this one, I'm barely hearing anything, and a really absurdly loud moment, then that's not my fault. That is the soundtrack's fault for not listing them in appearance in order of their vibes, their rough vibe approximation. That's how they should categorize soundtracks, in my opinion. You don't need chronology. Just keep the calm one, the chill ones in one spot, and then the bombastic ones in the other spot, and then list them accordingly. You can keep the track list number. You can have them 1 through whatever, 98 or something, but they could just be in a different order. You know, you got track 1, then track 17, and then track 23, because those are the chill vibes. And then you got track 47, 48, 59, and 82 as the intense ones. See, people still know which order they could listen to it in. But I just want them ordered in by way of vibes. And then we got Vest. And can I just copy paste the hair, please? No, I should probably merge these two, eh? Oh, but this one has all the gaps in it. Yikes. Okay, that's not gonna work. What if... And stay with me on this one. I purchase fast food and disguise it as my own cooking. No, I take this. What is my freaking tolerance set to? It's set to 9.4. This should not be selecting everything. There we go. I just need her face and her skin. Wait, those are the same thing. Usually. I just need her face and her hair, is what I meant to say. Slide that into place. I didn't realize it was actually a slightly different color. Look at that. I am glad that Monster Hunter soundtracks are going headlong into the vocals recently. They definitely weren't doing it this much on the 3DS, for obvious reasons. That would have sounded crispy. I wonder how that Monster Hunter 4 private server is going for emulation purposes. Because I would not mind booting up a private server of Monster Hunter 4, booting up some private hunting lobbies in there. That'd be great. Especially with how the eShop is now dead, which means the online services for the DS are sure to follow any day now. Then we will just have no multiplayer on the 3DS. At least officially. Which is a bummer. But there is also nothing we can do about it, because Nintendo just refuses to be cool for like 1 second, dude. Hear about the guy who was, admittedly, he was a hacker. And was pirating games from Nintendo and lost them a lot of revenue, but their punishment for whatever he did was 40 months in prison. And now that he's out of prison, well, he's not out of prison, I think he's getting out of prison soon. And when he gets out of prison, according to recent headlines, he's going to have like $10 million plus in debt that they expect him to pay off. So basically, they just want him to be a slave to their company forever. Isn't that messed up? Like, sure, he's a criminal. He pirated their stuff as part of a hacker group. But he wasn't even, from what I understand, He wasn't even the main leader of the group. They just went to him because they couldn't find the main leader. They didn't know where he went. So now this guy's taken an eternal hit for the rest of his life. Because Nintendo is just apparently a barbaric company who has no problems ruining your entire life for losing them revenue. And I don't think he lost them like $10 million plus in revenue. I'm pretty sure he only made like 300,000 from the operation. So at the very, like, if that were the punishment, paying that back, sure, that makes sense. You make him lose that much, you pay it off. That makes sense to me. $10 million plus. That's ridiculous for money. I'm sure he already like returned some of the 300K that he got. I can't imagine he spent all of it. Maybe he did. I don't know. But the Nintendo ninjas, man, you gotta be careful. They're real and they're not ninjas, they're just lawyers, but they act with ninja-like precision and severity. Are these real children, do you think? Or do you think these are like MIDI children? Digitally created children. Test tube children. I don't know which. Of course, hearing about the practices they use and the selection process for these type of voices, these choir voices, these could be 40-year-old men, every single one of them, and you would have no idea. That's just how high-pitched their singing voice is, because they've trained for that long. And maybe underwent some sort of unethical practice, but that's fine. You know, you can't speak for all of them. Surely some of them acquired this voice naturally. Yo. Can't do that. Can't do that sound. I wish I could for the life of me. Whoops, alright, I'm back. I tabbed out of my own stuff. Probably looked like nothing happened, but for me, it was a nightmare. And it was also Tuesday. Buffering, thank you. No, that's not what color that is. Also, these do serve a dual purpose of providing me with at least a little bit of a character model sheet, which I did not have before. I was relying on the haphazard doodles that I had made beforehand to sort of guide me when it came to character preparedness. And you can sort of see that whenever I'm doing the comic page streams, which I will be returning to shortly, I think. That I just kind of, even my reference sheet for the other characters, I'll bring it up. It's been on screen before, but I'll show it again. For these characters, what the heck is this song? Anyway, I just kind of took panels I had already done and used those to compile a sort of reference library. But before that, I didn't have anything, and I just kept drawing them blindly. Oh, not this freaking song, dude. No, don't make me. No. No. I've heard it so many times. I know what's coming. The vocals are gonna show up any minute now. This is but the prelude. It's gonna show up, and I'm still not ready. I'm trying to brace myself, but I can't. No, don't do the drums. No. Oh no. Stop. It was so painful. Every moment. I didn't have a skip button. Zotan, it's not even that bad. What are you freaking out about? You listened to that 4,000 times and then tell me how not bad it is. Come back to me afterwards. I dare you. This song encapsulates how I feel after listening to that for the 4,000th time. That's a lot shorter than I thought it would be. What was that part for? What was the timestamp on that? I gotta see what that's called. It was there for like 2 seconds. It's like a 2240 or something. Sanctuary abandoned by the gods, a small monster. Wow. Ain't that something? That's tragic. Small monsters only get literally 12 seconds of airtime within the soundtrack. That's all they care about for the small monster. You gotta be a big monster to get minutes of a track. Alright? You're a small monster, you are not the headliner. Do not get it twisted. Anything less than a large monster, you're getting booted. You're getting the old cartoon stage play hook that comes out from off screen and yanks you aside. That's what's happening to you if you try to overstay your welcome. Know your place, Jagras. Oh, I heard it. I heard what that instrument. I heard it. I forget what it's called. Not Shanison. Not Shanison. Hold on a second. It was Shanison. This always happens. It's doing the thing. It's getting wild and rambunctious. It's getting rowdy over here. Quiet yourself, please. Not that much. Just a little bit. I'm trying to relearn where the sweet spot is for volume on my streams because I checked back the VOD last time. A little too loud. So I'm trying to find it again, where the good place is, and I'm not talking about the TV show. And frankly, I wish other people would too, because they're like, oh, it's so good, you have to see it, and I'm like, no. And then they're like, fair enough, and it's an amicable exchange, but I still don't want to watch it. Alright, that's what this song is. Yeah, this kind of goes hard, I guess. Wonder if I should learn how to do gradient maps. Because if I'm already taking out the time to do all this value work, I could just for, well, I guess it works better for rendered pieces. I'm still not entirely sure how to use them. So perhaps that's where the learning should start. Maybe I could do a gradient map a month. That would not make much sense. I would have to do values first. Take a lot of time. But I could try. I could try something for sure. Do I like this or do I just like this? I kind of like that better. So maybe I'll have to reconsider how I'm doing that. First of all, we gotta add this right here. Whoops. I've colored outside the lines again. Make sure you don't tell anybody. That is a art crime punishable by art death. Not too sure what an art death is, but they do say that all the time. In Art Hammurabi's code. Ham Art Robbie? No, we gotta try something else. Or stop trying while we're behind. Quit while you're behind is a good... You know, people always say quit while you're ahead. There is value, I think, in recognizing that you can also quit while you're behind. You don't gotta dig your way out of that hole. Sometimes you'll just keep digging in the wrong direction. Abandon the bit. Go the other way. It'll be safer there. You already know what's behind you. You have no idea what's ahead of you. If you keep going, my god. You could find your way out, the light at the other end of the tunnel. You could just find, you could keep going deeper. You never know. Quit while you're behind. It's the motto of this stream, by the way. I've just decided it now. Right up there with some honorable mentions. Strike while the iron's cold. Another favorite of mine. And live like you're dying. I don't really adhere to that one. That's why it's an honorable mention. But it's the only other mantra that I could think of on the spot. What color do we make these shoes? Do we just keep it all black? I do kind of like the look that creates. Also, it has that character design little byproduct of focusing the attention towards the upper half of the character, because the bottom half is just purely dark, or darker value than the... has a lot of darker values when compared to the upper half. So that's good, but maybe it's a little too uniform if it's all this color. By color, I mean value. This is gray. That is not a color. Technically it is a color, but you know what I mean. We could break it up a little bit by dragging this and then putting it down here, where this is. I don't think that's too obtrusive or anything. Maybe if we do this too, with this like this strap color. But do I like that? I don't know. What if we use one of the darker colors for the strap? And then we cover this again, because I don't know if I like it. But if we what if we just darken all of them by like one level, but still keep the contrast? That's not too bad. Kind of like that. So I do think we've reached this is a lot of small changes. I think you got the drapery of the belt, the different sort of knife holder band across the leg there, some different shoe design, legging design, what have you. Different over the shoulder. The cloak is more thought out than just like she's wearing a thing over her shoulders there. Gloves aren't too different. They're a little bit more thin. Put some rangs on the glove. A lot of small changes, but I think they've added up into something that's better. And also, I just have I think the understanding of fabric definitely shows when compared to how I was doing it before. I'm definitely applying it a little differently, so that's good. I think we've reached a good spot for her base design. And then this one is it's pretty similar to this. I'll probably just the light shirt. And it's basically just this without the cloak and the vest on, and different boots. So I don't think I even need to block in the values for that one. So that's good. I wonder if we should do one more variant. What other ideas did I have again? Not too many that were worth keeping, I think. Oh, there we go. Very intelligible. Get out of here. We have the short hair. We have sporty pulled back hair. We have Orwellian, Lovecraftian nightmare. Fusion of people overlaid on top of each other, existing within the same space. No, I don't think I'll be going with that one. I'm thinking with my noggin, with my brain. I'm weighing the options. Oh, you know what we could do? One of the ones I did like was sort of this one over here, where she has gone through a substantial change. You might be able to notice some differences between this and the other ones. She's sort of more in line with... Do I have the other one open? This one? Yeah, sort of something more in line with this here. Almost as if a character arc shift has occurred, so we could do that. This one, yeah, let's try that out. The hair and the face, yeah, I guess we could just copy paste these here. I got so many things open. I think oh, my monolith is here. Nice. That made it sound like I got one delivered via Amazon Prime. I did not. Alright, it looks like we're just gonna have to take this other one here. Wait, do I have, nope, the hair is all here. I guess I could just take these two. Go here, go here. Take these, move them over yonder. Whip. Which one's your hair? Get this out of here. And then we got to erase this. Reaching over to my keyboard stool. Well, this just looks unsettled. This looks like a Silent Hill character design right now. I gotta get a face on that real quick. Move that into proper place. About here, maybe? Maybe I should make this look a little bit more haphazard. It looks like this was done intentionally, which is not quite what I'm going for. Make it look a little choppier here. You want to know about a show or a piece of media that has gone to the extreme recently on characters undergoing an arc, so therefore they must have a different haircut? It's the freaking Owl House, brother. I've been watching that show with my nephew since season 2 like came out, I think. And we have not, so we've seen every episode except for the final finale episode. So when next time I see him, we'll probably do that. Because he's super into it, as am I. I'm not gonna pretend I'm too adult for it. I be watching children's cartoons. You can't freaking shame me for it. Get out of here. It's good writing, all right? Sue me. But like that show, every now I feel like every episode within the finale season, quote unquote, the characters have a completely different hairstyle, which I'm a big fan of, because it's that whole thing of like character design being fluid and organic, as opposed to the traditional view of character design, which is you have to pick one thing, it has to be iconic, has to be recognizable, and it cannot change ever, unless you are adapting it slightly to fit a new era, like Sonic or something like that. He used to be a chubby blue hedgehog, now he's a slim blue hedgehog. Really innovating in the, in the design space over there. And Mario, he used to be a chubby plumber, and now he is a chubby plumber. So, think about that. Food for thought. These vocals, no offense to the lady. It sounds good when she does it. But they do sound like the vocals I make up to myself when I'm walking around my house alone. Alright, now we're in a different song, but the ones we were just listening to. Okay, so that looks a bit more like what I had in mind. Let's get that, no, someday I'll remember where anything is. We don't really need it, I don't think, but maybe we should, just in case. This is how indecision works. Then we'll just move you down here, or up here, shrink you down and move you up. That's the way we like to, let's see what else we should merge here. Now this song is great. I don't even remember this one having vocals right off the gate, right out of the gate, off the, what am I thinking of with off the... Right off rip, maybe? Okay. So we have this. We do indeed have that. That's a thing we have. Here's my mood board, by the way. Where'd you go? I've hidden you in a folder somewhere. Perfect. This is great. No, I didn't. You're right here. Okay. Phew. Wipe sweat off of brow. How are they doing that? They got some good stuff. They got good lines going on. Whoops, that's your arm. You need that, I'm pretty sure. Well, you don't actually need your arms. I guess on a biological level, you don't need them. Be inconvenient as hell without them, I think. I have a whole character dedicated to missing an arm. He's not dedicated to missing an arm. That might be a weird way to phrase it. But he is missing one. And it is integral to his arc as a being of the human race. The song just cuts out, and then we have a slightly different version after. Dun, 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 dun. And that's the end of the song. Now queuing up the next song in our playlist. Dun, 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 dun. So what do you guys think's gonna happen to, I thought of this because I just got a notification from the app on my phone. What do you think's gonna happen to TikTok if they actually go through with the ban? Are they just gonna forcefully uninstall it from our phones? Is it just gonna have to go through some sort of a, could it like be easily, you know, worked against with a VPN or something? Like, what's going on here? What do they propose to do? Shut down the servers in America? Maybe. Forcefully raid whatever headquarters they got located here? That might be an option, a play for them. Maybe they'll just, you know, the United States government will make an account, and then they'll just start posting videos of all the senators and congressmen trying to do modern trends, as if they were 17 years old, and then all of the actual Gen Z users of the app will be so repulsed by this activity that they will just stop using it out of pure cringe. That could be an option, and one that I would very much like to see. So I hope that's the route they take. Do you see some 80-year-old congresswoman from Missouri try doing some like default dance or something? That would actually be pretty fire. You can't lie. That would be the most hilarious thing to come out of Congress since the time they tried to do anything at all. What is this one? I'm curious. 5612. This is the Rampage song. I forgot because I'm never really listening to the Rampage song while I'm playing Rampage levels. I'm too busy complaining about the fact that I'm playing a Rampage level. Usually. Welcome to Zotan's chat room. Why does my mobile app keep DCing all the time? Very curious, confused, confounded, and a little disturbed. Mortified even. I'm going to sue for emotional damages, I think. Take a page out of Nintendo's book and go hog wild with the legal fees. When it absolutely does not call for it. So, you know. You get what you deserve, said the jokester. Oh yeah, Stove, if you're still actively listening, and in a place where you can respond easily, without great difficulty, and I shouldn't even be reminding you of this, but did you mean to to get back to me on the commission thing at all? Or can I just sleep soundly at night knowing that I will never actually have to draw the handler at all? That would be nice. Why does her knee look so large in this? How to fix that? Now the thing about Stove you gotta know is he might actually still be here actively listening. You can never really tell. He's gone silent as a bit before to spite me, so I don't know what he's doing. I'm just gonna give him the benefit of the doubt just this once and assume that he's somewhere else, because he also does, I don't know, this thing, he calls them like errands or something, I don't know. Something weird like that. Sounds French. Or, oh, I don't do it myself. Whatever they are, at least I don't think. You know what would be a fun story arc for the Monster Hunter games to cover? I think they should do a game where Fatalis has died, he's been slain. They forge the armor, and then that whole thing about his corrupting power being so strong that whoever even just wears the armor of him eventually turns back into Fatalis. I think they should have a whole game where that sounds like a plot that would happen in Monster Hunter game. That's actually, it sounds more like a Monster Hunter Stories type plot, but I think they should do it. Although at this point, I think they're a little bit afraid of running the risk of just having the main villain be Fatalis all the time, the big bad of the franchise. But I mean, that's kind of what he is. He's kind of like the Ganondorf of Monster Hunter. It's like, oh, it's always Fatalis, this freaking guy. Get him out of here. Although, Monster Hunter Rise did just subvert that. The final monster, not Fatalis, of the title update that just came out, it's freaking Amatsu. And I will be saying his freaking abridged name, because I can't even remember what his full name is. I'm looking it up right now. It's literally, even the wiki just calls him Amatsu. I get it, we're all cowards here, but can somebody be brave enough to just say his full dang name, please? Amatsu... even the freaking Capcom Twitter account is just calling him Amatsu. Come on now. Nope. Oh yeah. I was trying to find his name still. Amatsu Magatsuchi. I found it. The music is very quiet again. Break it down. $107. Brave Hunter 202. Someone's definitely done a trap remix of this, surely. Whoops. But now, you know what? I'm gonna have to do a necklace. I hate drawing these. Mainly just because I have to use the circle tool. And that is it. But I have to use the freaking circle tool. I should need to say no more, no longer, no more. One of those. Oh god, alright, undo that. And then we delete the ruler, get it out of here, move this here. If I can, no, I've ruined it. Oh god, Dongo Song Part 2. Ugh. As if one wasn't enough. Yo! Still can't do it. I tried. I did try again. You can't fault me for trying. Oh wait, no, this would be the other way around. Because of perspective or something like that. Some term the Greeks threw around and then we forgot about it. Then we remembered it. Wait, I need one intact. A lot of voice cracking going on right now. Puberty Part 2, Pog? By Pog I mean Sag. Alright, then we merge all of these layer 10s together. We have a necklace. Perfect, and then we can erase all of this. Actually, we should go here and then erase these. Oh, they did it. They did the noise. I heard it. Yo. An hour and 13 minutes. We've hit a sort of middle ground between time flying for me and feeling like I've actually gotten something done today. Which doesn't always happen. Now I have to decide what kind of boots I want her to be wearing here. Or footwear in general. I should really start posting these on Instagram, I think. I've built up like 4 character designs that I plan on using, and I've posted none of them. Right after, I think the last post I put on Instagram was, I'm about to start getting back into a routine. Which is true, but not for Instagram. Or Twitter, for that matter. So maybe I should post these again, although it doesn't matter. I'm probably shadow banned for missing literally a single day of posting on Instagram, so maybe the account's dead anyway, but I don't have that account for numbers anyway. It's for personal accountability, if anything. Decisions. Maybe I could use like these kind of boots with like the split seam on the side. It's not really a seam, just a split on the side, I guess. Some visual harmony with the little shirt split here on the tunic, perhaps. This might be too long here. Let's try shorter. Let's try shorter. Something no one on Tinder has ever said. Shout out to my short kings out there. Stay strong. Considering... Do I want the visible scene here? Maybe. Maybe not. Of course I drew that on this layer. I would, wouldn't I? Make things too hard. You know, getting good at art is kind of like cheating. Let me explain. Not like on a person, but like in just cheating as if it were a board game, because in terms of the character design specifically, Because, like, you can have a bland character design, but if you can render it well enough, you can even just make, like, if you just have, like, a dude, and he's just here, and he's just, like, jacked or whatever, and, like, his character design is just that he is jacked, and except maybe he's, like, wearing some pants, like some flowy pants or whatever, like a belt, or I don't know, he's like a kung fu master. And, like, this, just intrinsically, is not a very good character design. Because there's nothing going on. He's just a dude in some pants. But if you can render the anatomy enough, or good enough, you can just kind of cheat your way into a good character design just by way of how good you've done, how well you've executed what you have. But if you just, like, if you're bad at it, or worse than, like, the masters, I should say, not even necessarily bad, then it's just like you could do this exact same concept, and it could just seem bad, even if it's not. Just like, you know, it's too simple to be bad, I would say. But it's like, even if you're not godlike, then it could just seem like your design ideas are worse, just because of the fact that, you know, you can't render out like a basic element to the degree where just looking at that alone is enough to be like, hey, that's a pretty good character design. When in reality, you probably could have put a lot more time into the actual design. It's a good illustration, but is it a good character design? I don't know. I would think, in that line of thought, it's probably not really. But again, it's all like, this is all subjective anyway, so maybe for some people just a pair of pants and a belt is good character design. I don't know. You know, I'm looking at these belt things here. I'm not even sure how they do this. Like, how would this even be in real life? How would they affix their belt in this way? They tie it around itself? I don't know. I'm trying to decipher it. The belt goes through the loop. It's around the waist here, right? But then here it goes like that. Oh, I see it now. I think I see it. I think... maybe... Now I think we can block in the values for this one. Some didgeridoo in my Monster Hunter soundtrack? Did not remember that being it. This song I do remember though. For sure. 10 out of 10 battle theme. The heck was that sound? That's a cool sound they got going on. I don't know whatever sample that's from or what kind of creature they got that noise from. It's kind of howler monkey type thing, but I like that. They should put that in more stuff. I'm allergic to good noises. And see, I did subconsciously. I have this darker value concentrated toward the bottom of the character design here. With the exception of the hair up there, of course, but like for the majority of it, the darker values towards the bottom of the character design. Interesting. Didn't even mean to do that. Actually, what color was it? I'll have to go get it from the other thing. Yeah, no, that actually works pretty good for this particular spot. And then we'll take the hair. At least I think we should. We should probably focus it a little bit so we don't accidentally steal the line art color. Oh, we won. Cool. Mission successful. What were we doing? I don't know, but the music says we won, so I'm gonna listen to it. Let's freaking go. I am a winner. Whoops. I do be smacking the mic sometimes. Benefit of having a headset mic over a dedicated mic, like a stand mic. When I hit the mic, I don't physically injure myself. I imagine if I had a big old mic on a stand or an arm or something, and I hit it, that's gonna hurt a bit more whenever I do get one of those, since I do have a paycheck now. I could consider investing in stream quality. I'll have to see what good cheap mics we can get for good audio quality. Because I've already learned about equalization and compressors, so this is the best this mic can get, I think, in terms of audio, at least with my limited abilities in the audio engineering space. This is the best I got. I'm sure some wizard could come in here He'd be like, "Oh, you don't even have this equalizer, dude? What are you even doing? You could make your mic sound like 100% better if you just do this." But I am not that audio wizard. I'm not even a real, just like a regular wizard. I don't know, I can't cast magic missile. So there's no way you can expect me to actually, like, do something as complicated as fix my audio. No. But I do think this is the best I can get out of my own microphone setup with my current abilities and knowledge of the whole thing. So if I wanted anything better, I would have to purchase hardware, I think. Much to my dismay. And I hate purchasing hardware. And what's up with hardware stores anyway? I go in there all the time, they never have a single GPU in stock. What's up with that? They're just like, do you want like a drill or something? And I'm like, no. I want your finest Intel i7, you idiot, you dummy. And then they usually kick me out when I start going into that tirade. You Philistine. But then I do that Animaniacs thing where they kick me out, but then when the camera pans away from the doorstep, they are the ones who have been kicked out, and I'm dusting my hands off, walking back into the building, and they have no idea what just happened. That is one of my favorite cartoon gags, by far, by the way, whenever they did that. Such a funny visual. Maybe I should make the boots a bit darker. Maybe this whole thing again. Put the tolerance down to 3 here, see how that works. There we go. Oh god, it's doing the same music. And then maybe these are brighter than the pants? We have reached one of the first, I thought this would happen way earlier, but one of the first visual hurdles in character design where I'm just determining what values I actually want here. I don't know which I prefer. This kind of looks good. It's kind of like a good, you know, like this value up here is represented down here, and then the things in between are still focused on that like darkest to lightest sort of bottom-up type thing that I was trying to think about. This is the Mizu theme, right? It's a good theme. Yeah, I don't know. I think we got somewhere with this. So I don't think I want to mess with it too much more for now. Hide this. There, we have a couple variants now. So that's about what I set out to do. I'm not sure there's too much more for Blair that I want to tackle like right out the gate. Maybe later on down the line, but this is kind of, you know, I think we got the vibes down. A more representative face shape of what I had in mind. The hair texture has been ironed out a bit more in the hair shape. We improved upon the original base design again, just by way of, I think, improving at art in general, by way of doing fabric and anatomy studies. So the designs are just more interesting now. Also, we had some reference for how things could look a little bit more intricate, such as with I just had like a strap here, now it's like two strap with a belt. It's like, you know, based in some reference that I looked at. I almost said stole, but there is no stealing in art, only inspiration, unless you're an AI. Then you can steal basically anything you want, apparently, with no repercussions. I don't know if there's no repercussions going around. I have heard about some AI laws being passed, but it's kind of like the Wild West right now, I imagine, where who knows how well these laws are going to handle. It feels like they're just throwing stuff out to put a band-aid on the situation. But yeah, you can definitely steal as an AI. It's been proven time and time again. So let's take one more gander at the character sheet. Yeah, I don't think any of these warrant too much exploration, actually. Like any of these other ones, I don't know. Maybe the parade, but I hate drawing those. We've been over this before. And also, I'm not even sure what phase of the story this was supposed to be for. So maybe we're just good with the ones we have for now. So, since I can't think of anything to do, other than what we've accomplished already, I think that's it for me today. Thank anyone who stopped by for stopping by. And next stream, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. Maybe return to the pages, maybe think of another thing to design, another iteration. I can probably do both. I don't think it'll take me 2.5 hours or 2 hours or whatever to design something real quick if I do think of something for next time. But until then, while I mull that over, that's it for me. And I'll catch anybody who is here or will hear this next time. And bye-bye. Thank God no one was here to see that. Oh no. Okay.